Thank you. I say, Barrington, good news.
More action, sir.
Better than that, my entry's been accepted for the Monte.
Oh, whiz, sir.
You realize that when I become a millionaire, there'll always be a job for you, at my side.
Thank you, sir.
In a junior capacity, of course.
Of course, sir.
I think you know the toast.
I think so, sir. The toast is the Monte Carlo Rally.
The Monte.
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 The Monte. The Monte.
Get out the jalopy and polish the wheels. She's gotta be the smartest of the automobiles. Polish the paintwork and clean off the rust. They won't see our chassis for dust. And when we arrive miles ahead of the rest, everyone will know that our jalopy is best. They'll have to admit she's a car you can trust. So it's Monte Carlo or bust.
It's even better than Monte Carlo. So here we are in the deepest tropics. Okay, so obviously this is not a green screen, it's the real deal. Look, real plants and everything. Yeah, so Dr. H, I am out and about. I'm on tour. I'm down in Florida, and I just thought, man, it's time for the stream. And a little bit like I understand that you can't expect profit from the work of others. I thought, well, crap, I better pull over and do my stream. So I got myself a little bit of jungle to stream from, keep things a little bit visually entertaining. So today's show was going to be, and I'm going to talk you through it, and it's buying altcoins, the more exotic altcoins that you can't find. So a little bit like being in the jungle. If you want to go and find the beautiful stuff, you've got to go and explore a bit more off the beaten track. And same with crypto. If you find something that you really like when you've gone off the beaten track, it doesn't matter if it's hard to get to. That's always going to be your place, your secret place, or your special place. So for me, Richard Hart products, particularly Hex, Premier, the very first ever certificate of deposit on the blockchain, the first ever in the entire world. In fact, in the history of the universe, the first ever certificate of deposit on the blockchain. So in other words, can be communicated to without any interference from governments by all the peoples of the world if they choose. Okay, and I was out digging around in a jungle-like environment. It was very off the beaten track, but I was pointed in the right direction. I had guides, because it was a good idea to have guides, otherwise you end up with poison snakes and alligators, and you end up wrecked, basically, like many of the cars at the beginning of the show. Okay, so now the whole thing is the Monte Carlo busting, taking $1,000 and seeing if we can buy a property in Monte Carlo is an analogy, guys. All right, Monte Carlo I've been to, it's nice, but it is particularly urban and it's particularly small. Obviously, people have pied-à-terres there for over 6 months. 6 months in a day, I think you have to be there to qualify for the income tax-free status. And obviously, obviously this is not legal advice or movement advice, or as always, it is not financial advice, as you guys know. But I am going to talk about how you move to Monaco and to Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo is an area of Monaco, as I've mentioned before. But for those of you, this is your first stream. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Throw a comment up in the chat. It's always nice to hear from you. If you're new to crypto, welcome, welcome. We will be talking a bit about Monaco. So if that's what's attracted you here, then we do cover that. Have a look back on previous streams. I talk about it in detail. And also on this channel, we have hands-on edutainment for new crypto investors, blossoming neophytes, and the next generation OGs. The reasons I do this is to give you value, as much value as I possibly can. My normal gig is chiropractic. That's a double-edged sword for you. You may say, well, if you're a chiropractor, why the heck are you talking about crypto? I'm talking about it because this is my hobby. I enjoy it. I love it. And the other side of it is I've been doing it for 3 years. This is no charge advice to you. It costs me time, energy, and money. And future streams are going to be a little more spontaneous, because the amount of time to prepare it and post-production is starting to impinge on my main gig, which we never want to do, okay? Because I want to make sure I've got plenty of income coming in so I can invest in things like crypto and other investments. I started very humble beginnings. I'm doing very well, primarily not through crypto. So that's why this is about principles of health and wealth building. So I've done that, rebuilt health, rebuilt wealth over the last 40 years. And I just thought I would share that with you, because there are a lot of people in the space that don't have that experience. And it doesn't take much to gain a bit of experience. Okay, so anyway, if that sort of advice, and it's not advice, if that sort of information is of use to you, just go down below, boop the like, spank the subscribe gently, and ding the notification bell to all. Then next time I drop a ad hoc video, you'll be the first to see it. Okay, now I'm looking in the sun here on my laptop, so God, I can't see much here. Right. Okay, here we go. Okay, there it is. Okay, so what we're talking about, we're talking about living with freedom. So now I'm blessed in that the investments I've made in the past have given me sufficient, I can leave my job for a week or two. And also I'm blessed I've got an associate that stands in, and she is awesome. So awesome, I married her. She was my chiropractor a long time ago. But anyway, that's by the by. The point is I could get away because we have the resource to do that. And that's what I hope for all of you guys if you don't already have it. And that's why if you go to The Richest Man in Babylon, that was one of the most fundamental books as far as wealth generation goes. It's a very short book, so if you don't like reading, it's perfect. It's not just a very short book, it's filled with very short stories within that very short book. So you could just, and you don't even have to read it, because if you look on the channel, I've got a whole playlist which goes through those. Okay, so I would highly recommend that one of the best investments you can ever make is in books about financial principles, and it has to be key financial principles. And most of those books date back to the 30s, 20s, even the 10s, the 1910s. Fantastic, classic, fundamental financial principles which will stand the test of time for many years